Day 6 and the last full day of our Lake Michigan road trip started in the Creamery in Green Bay, where we got brunch with my friend Olivia. We made sure to take pictures on the river, and then Charlie and I were off to check out all the places I used to hang out when I lived in the Green Bay area. We made sure to stop at the farmer's market and get me a sweet treat because that's a non-negotiable when we're at a farmer's market or really anywhere. After that, we headed off to my old workplace, WFRV or Channel 5. That was a fun throwback. We drove around a lot and then made sure to end up at Lambeau Field. There's no way I was taking Charlie to Green Bay and not showing him the iconic Lambeau Field. It's just a must see when you're in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And side note, is this kale in their planters? I thought that was funny. On the way down to the Fox Valley, we made sure to drive by all of the fences that are decorated to celebrate the Packers, and also all these Airbnbs that seem to just pop up overnight. I don't think there were that many in Green Bay when I was actually living there. We headed down to Little Chute. Our first stop on our Fox Valley tour was Little Chute, Wisconsin. We had to stop by my favorite McDonald's. I don't know why it looks like that, but it is really cute. We were then right down the road to the bureau office of Channel 5, WFRV. That's where I worked the majority of the time since I was a bureau reporter. And then I lived right on down the road in Little Chute. That's my old apartment. But I mostly was reporting in Appleton, in that area of the Fox Valley. We made sure to stop by Lawrence University, where I spent a lot of time talking to students and professors. And Charlie had family members that went there, so it was very exciting to see that. We obviously had to go to Stone Arch Brew Pub to get their famous cheese curds, since they are the best in Wisconsin, before we were back on the road and headed down to Milwaukee. This was our final planned stop of our Lake Michigan road trip, so we headed off to the Milwaukee Public Market and got to take a look there. I swear Charlie was ready to take some seafood home with him, but I'm not sure how we would have managed that. We stopped at the wine bar and had a glass of wine there, and then we're immediately at our dinner reservation at Odd Duck, where we had some of the most delicious food. It is international food, so you can get a really good and interesting dinner there. We ended with a piece of sweet potato pie, which was probably the best dessert I've ever had in my life. We headed back to our hotel. We spent the next morning walking around, grabbing coffee, and just taking in the lakeshore before getting back on the road to Indianapolis. This was a 10 out of 10 trip planned by Charlie and a perfect way to celebrate getting engaged.